I bought the Greed and Gluttony expansions from the Others game because 1, they were discounted, and 2, because these little guys would make great Nurglings to convert. And I could probably just leave them as is and call it a day, but that wouldn't be any fun. So I started by chopping the tentacles off the ones that don't have heads, and I glued plastic beads in place to sculpt a head onto. I used my rotary tool to shape the beads to make it easier to sculpt on and hopefully keep the size of the heads down. I also drilled out holes for eyes or horns on all the other minis. Some models got one pair of stubby arms clipped to make room for either eyes or horns. And then I cracked open my baggie of pre-made eyes and teeth. There's larger polymer clay teeth, but there's plenty of smaller teeth I made from excess green stuff from when I mix up too much, which is always. And I also rolled out some tiny eyeballs as well. So I cut the already tiny eyeballs in half so that when I glue them onto the heads, they're not bulging out of its face. In other cases, for eyeballs, I used tiny small beads. For the horns, I used armature wire, but I probably should have used paper clips because they would have been a lot easier to bend. For this Nurgling, I made a bottom jaw from the cutoff of another model. I also have this HeroClix mini I know I'll never use for anything, so I thought I'd harvest its arms to add some variation to the size of the models. And then it was on to sculpting with green stuff. I stick a roll of putty on the top of the eye, and then blend it in to look like an eyelid. On the bead heads, I tediously glued in tiny teeth. Then I used the same method for the eyes to sculpt a mouth around the teeth. I tried to fill out the faces better, which for me was just adding green stuff until it looked kind of passable. I covered the armature wire horns with green stuff, which was a lot harder than I thought it would be. So for one, I just left it bare metal, and another one I just glued rolled out green stuff horns with no wire. Those HeroClix arms weren't posed the way I liked, so I tried the boiling water method to repose it to meh results. So on the other one, I quickly sculpted a hot dog to fill the empty hand. What? It's just fuel so he can keep terrorizing his enemies. It's a tactical hot dog. And that wraps up these Nurgling conversions. They might be a tad large for Nurglings, so I plan on either getting the official GW models or trying to get some custom 3D printed Nurglings to mix in when I put these on their proper bases. Alright, let me know what you thought of this conversion in the comments section. Subscribe if you feel like it. And if you enjoyed this conversion video, vertical suplex the like button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Hopefully with the Demon Prince.